Today we're gonna look at a profitable scalping strategy using just 2 free TradingView indicators. It's super easy to set up. We'll go over the entries and exits, and at the end we'll check the backtest results to see which timeframes and assets it works best on. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Go over the indicator section and type True Strength Index, and select this one by Everget. This indicator, the TSI, is a momentum indicator that helps you spot trend direction and potential reversals. Whenever there is a crossover, a green circle appears, generating a buy signal, while when the upper line crosses under the lower line, the indicator shows a red circle, indicating sell signal. We're gonna use these two buy and sell signals as the main entry signals for our strategy. Here we have a great example of a long position, and the price goes in upward direction, while here we have another good example of a downward trend. Sell signal is shown from the TSI. Of course, like all indicators, we have false signals. The more reactive the indicator is, the more the likelihood of false signals. And to reduce that, we're gonna change the long length and the short length in the indicator settings. We're gonna change this parameter, long length, to 55 and 35 for the short length. And as you can see, now there are fewer signals. But as you probably already noticed, here there are a bunch of signals close to each other. In order to avoid opening trades in this kind of situation, we're gonna add a volatility confirmation, the choppiness index, taken from the volatility pack by TradingView Pro. Here I did select chop, and we're gonna set a threshold line of 40, so that we're gonna allow trades only when the chop line is below the 40 level, which is this one right here. As you can see, here we have a lot of consecutive signals, but our chop line is above 40 level, so we don't take any of these signals. We can switch from theory to practice by combining these two signals thanks to our strategy builder, which allows us to combine any indicator from TradingView and generate powerful trading strategies. The configuration is as easy as possible. From the long side, we're gonna just set TSI signal crossover, which is our buy signal, green circle. While for short, we're gonna set cross under from the TSI. We wanna add the volatility confirmation. We just need to go here in the oscillator section, turn on one signal for long and one for short. We set the volatility pack by TradingView Pro, which is set to the choppiness index, and we want it there is below 40 level. As you can see, we have drastically reduced the number of trades. Let me try to disable the confirmation. And as you can see, without the confirmation we have a lot of trades, especially a lot of losses. Let me turn again our volatility confirmation, and we have just 2 trades, which are still losing trades, but we drastically reduce their number. Now we can take care of exits. For the stop loss, we're gonna set higher highs and lower lows, with the look back period of 20, while for the take profit we're gonna set a risk-reward ratio of 1.8. Let's analyze some good trade example. Here we have buy signal from the TSI, the chop line is below 40 level, and long signal is generated. The stop loss level is exactly at the lowest low within the previous 20 bars, which is this level right here. The take profit is 1.8 times this distance. While for the short side, we have red circle from the TSI, the chop line is below the threshold level, the stop loss is set at the highest high within the previous 20 candles, and the take profit is 1.8 times the stop loss distance. That's fantastic, guys! We have just checked all the entries and exit rules. Now we are ready to jump into the backtest results. Here we have many backtest results ranging from 4 hours to 1 minute. And as you can see, this strategy is mostly profitable from timeframes that ranging from 45 minutes to 1 minute. The majority of them are based on 10 minutes. As always, we did set a fixed order size of $10,000 with an initial capital of $10,000 as well and 0.06% commission. And as you can see on Voxel, we have an amazing equity line, 177% net profit with a 12% max drawdown. The ratio between these two values, the net profit/drawdown, is 6.2, which is an awesome value. These data are based on 79 samples and they have generated a win rate of 51.90%, which is on the average considering the average risk reward of almost 2. Max win row 4, max loss row 4, and the monthly table basically always prints profit. We have only one flat month on December 2024. The max win rate is 36% and the max loss rate 12%. The equity is absolutely wonderful And by comparing it with the buy and hold equity, we can see that we greatly outperform this metric. Next, we can analyze this other asset, always based on 10 minutes. We have similar total trades, slightly less win rate, 111 net profit, and a max drawdown of 25%. The net profit/drawdown is the half of the previous backtest, while the risk-reward ratio is pretty similar. The equity line, we have a bad period here in the first phase until here where we start to make profits. So this backtest is not super exciting, but it can still be interesting, especially if we try to optimize some of these parameters or the stop loss and take profit levels. And finally, we can analyze another ticker always based on 10 minutes time frame, which has generated a net profit of 200% with just 15% max drawdown. In fact, we have a net profit/drawdown of 10, which is the highest within these 3 backtests, and it's a pretty high value. We have 76 trades with 50% win rate, and a profit factor of 2.29. The max win trade is 34%, almost 35, and the max loss trade 7.38, which is pretty low compared to this max win trade, and we should consider that I didn't apply any risk management to this strategy. So this can be really promising. Expectancy 0.65 and the average risk-reward ratio of 2.3, which is also the highest within all these backtests. The monthly table is also good, we have just one losing month in December, but the other are all profitable. So by analyzing all of these 3 backtests, we can certainly state that this strategy can be actually promising on the 10 minutes time frame on different assets. I want to remind you that you'll find these backtest results along with this strategy already set up in the Cenix Bank premium channel on Discord, which you can get access by joining our website or our Patreon. I hope you find value in today's video. If so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys!